October the 27th. We're set up in the back of the bean field this morning. We just had an absolute monster doe come by. Oh, here comes another deer. It's a buck. He's chasing that doe. I explained why that doe was by herself. They kept sitting here going. It's always odd to see a doe by herself. Well, guys, it's right at 8 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and head on out of the woods. The wind started to really pick up. I don't think the guy I'm hunting with this morning even saw a deer. So I think we got a little lucky with the two that we did see. But at any rate, we'll go put that stand up. And then I'll get you guys here in about, say, a couple of hours. And we are going to get down to public land, do some scouting for our hunt this Saturday. So, catch you guys here in a little while. Alright guys, we just finished up putting that stand up on the other property. I'm headed back to the house, gonna hook to the boat. I'll probably make myself a sandwich for lunch because it's right at 10 o'clock. Probably won't be about 10 o'clock by the time I get there. Planning on probably at least 2 hours worth of just scouting. I'm hoping to get in about 3.5 to 4. As I said, I want to play the winds in my advantage today. We got a lot of wind. So what I think I may be able to do is actually hunt and scout at the same time, just kind of ease my way through the swamp, or the river bottom anyway, and just kind of, take a few steps, glass, take a few steps, glass. The area I'm going to, I know there's a big buck in there. Some people have seen him like fishing. He is pretty nice, so hey, we may get a shot at it. You never know. But anyway, the goal is to go down there, scout, and for Saturday morning. So, fingers crossed. If everything goes like it should, we should be able to find some decent activity and make a move on a deer on Saturday. So, at any rate, I'm probably gonna just leave my hunting pack at the house. It's got all my, I got my sticks and my platform. I might just put it in the truck. Even though, part of me is honestly kind of like, well, I guess I should take it with me. Just scout with it on my back. But when I go scouting, guys, I have a scouting pack / tree stand pack that I, when I'm hanging tree stands on private land and stuff. So my mind is when I'm going scouting, I want to be light, limber, kind of efficient, move like a ninja. Like a ninja through the woods. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to head down there. I will catch you guys when we get to the river. Alright, I have made it to the river. I'm idling kind of back into this creek, hoping I can find some high ground that we can actually scout. as of right now, it looks like it's all low ground. So it may be a little tricky trying to find some actually huntable ground. If I remember correctly from when I was back here several months ago fishing with my son, there is some high ground the farther you get back here. So we're gonna test it out anyway. See if we can't find some, and then do some scouting. If that don't work, we'll head back out and go to the opposite side of the river on some game land and check that out. So we'll check back in with you here in just a few minutes once we get to some actual scoutable land, because right now we're in swamp. Alright guys, a little update. I have pushed, I'm almost completely around the island now. I'm actually nearing the straightaway that juts back out to the river, and I have found one piece of high ground. What I would label as serious high ground. So I'm still trying to kind of push it a little bit before I head back. To where, because I'm not even gonna lie guys, I am miles back here. Like, seriously, miles back here in the swamp right now. And I am so far back here at this point that to hunt anything, I mean, look, we're looking at hours of working to get in here. So I think I've just reached the jut that cuts back to the river. So I'm gonna get out here, check the map, see if I can work my way through there, because there's actually really good high ground right here. So we may have actually found something, so we'll see. All right, so I hopped off the boat for like 5 minutes, and yeah, as you can see, I'm back on the boat. So this is very inaccessible, which makes it really good. But it is so inaccessible that it makes it entirely too difficult. As I said, you're literally, you're cutting yourself down to only being able to hunt in the middle of the day. And I mean, these deer, I kind of believe walk throughout the day. But you know, kind of want to at least be even the idea of, you know, trying to get my stand by, you know, let's just say 7:30, 8 o'clock. You couldn't do that, because it would take you so long to get back here. And then once you got back here, I mean, like, for example, Saturday, we don't have all day to hunt. We only have a few hours. So I would call this spot no go, unless you go hunt all day. All right, guys, I've made it to the opposite side of the river. It took me about 20 minutes to get back out of here. It pops up, kind of flattens out. So we're gonna do a little bit of scouting. We got some private back over this way. See if we can't find some trails and some sign. If we do, we may hunt this, but we'll see what happens. All right, it's about 1 o'clock, so I've been scouting around the river for about 30 minutes. I'm making my way down a deer trail right now, or down a trail down the edge of the river right now. I'm starting to think that I wasn't too far off. Hunting on the other side, on the back side of the island, on the creek side. Guess it was a pain in the butt to get back there, but I've already found a tree stand on this side. Of course, it's right on the edge of the river. I've just hit the edge of what looks like an open swamp. It's got some pretty thick cover out in front, so I think what I might do is actually get off this deer trail and make my way down the edge of this swamp and just see if I can find some. Anyway, that's the only thing so far. Tree stand and a couple deer trails. I found a scrape, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just one scrape. Not even 2 or 3, not even a rub yet. So I think I'm gonna work my way down the edge of the swamp and just kind of see. It's kind of open, you can see a good way. So we'll see what come. We'll go that way and then I'll just circle through the swamp and then just kind of work my way back up this way. All right, so I found a strip of hard ground that cuts between 2 swamps. It's got a lot of potential, I really do think. Right now, though, I'm looking for there's a trail that works its way down out into the swamp. So it's telling me I'll probably start seeing some buck sign here in a few minutes if I had to guess. But I don't know how much farther I'm really going to work this way. The one thing I'm not seeing is any acorns. So, that being said, I don't know how much farther I'm going to work. Most of the acorns that I've seen are back closer to where I found somebody's climbing stand. I don't know what it is with people here in eastern North Carolina leaving their stands in the woods. Like, I'm not doing that. You know, my equipment cost me too much money. So, I'm going to work this way a little bit more, see what we see. Alright, so we made it back to the boat. Found a really big rub pretty close to where I beached the boat. It's a stud of a rub. I mean, it is an absolute beast of a rub. Issue is somebody put a stand here. Somebody did their work on this one. Move back down the river. I don't know, 400 or 500 yards. Down to a curve. Let's see if I can't maybe pick up something else. This right here is the very edge of the ganglands. I've actually got a place I'm going to check really quick for Saturday. Pretty close to here. There's a big point that juts out. And I'm wondering, because the way the wind's blowing right now, it's blowing along the edge of the island, not off the island, so it's kind of weird, but anyway. Alright, well, I've hit a couple of different little areas along the river on the side that the wind would be good, and besides the one rub, that's really been it. You know, I found some trails, but nothing of which I would, you know, I haven't seen anything that I'm like, oh dude, I gotta set up on this spot, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, you know, so it makes Saturday very interesting, because I don't know, you know, I don't know what to do, because I'm kind of in the position, do we go back to where we hunted the other day and scoot the edge of the creek. And hunt. Or do we go to where I found the rub and hope nobody else is in there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of, it's a very difficult situation. Because it's not like I found anything that's really definitive, and the way the wind's going to be blowing for the next few days, it's kind of gonna throw kind of a monkey curve and a monkey ball into this area. Well, good morning, guys. It is 29th, and the weather has thrown me a massive curveball.